This conference will now be recorded.
Early. Who's your third?
Chris Joa. He's
Oh.
been on for a while. And we are going to appoint.
Well, I'm hoping that Maureen will have time on this date during the month. I haven't had a chance to reach out to her.
I mean, her daughter's in the department, that shouldn't matter, right?
No, it's a volunteer.
Yeah.
I can check with her.
Well, they do get a little pay, don't you?
It's a stipend.
Training
The members.
and Sunday duty paid.
I'll check with Rick. Make sure. I don't know that it would.
I knew she could recuse herself if they came to such a.
Yeah.
I heard from Eric that there were 580 people that did the hockey trot this year.
Oh,
And it's just, I mean, what did it start off at? A few dozen,
Yeah.
I think, the first time.
What was that email we got about the town board taking a religious stance?
That area Sykes.
Yeah,
I mean, if you put their name on, it, nobody's gonna open the envelope and read it. Right?
I would say so. I mean, how much was in postage and everything else? So we,
Well, they pay the postage. You just mail it. Yeah, town envelope.
All right, do you guys see any reason to not start? I know we're down a member. Oh, Chris, there you
I'm
go.
online.
Okay, great, thanks. All right, well, we'll call the meeting to order then at 6:30. We have a quorum and the agenda is properly posted. So any public appearances to speak on any subject not on the agenda
I gave you that one thing for,
future agenda items? All right, then next, discuss and consider the minutes from May 28th meeting.
move approval as presented.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
A motion, a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Augustine.
Okay, one abstention. All right, then we have on the agenda, discuss the CO monitoring in the apparatus bay. That was from last meeting.
And I called the building inspector again, reminded him that we hadn't gotten a letter from him and he's working on it,
Okay, does that need to go on for next month?
I suppose.
In case.
Just an update.
Right.
It continues to malfunction too.
It does, okay. So beyond just the letter, it sounds like we also need them to look at why it's malfunctioning.
I asked him if we had to continue repairing it, seeing how we had that vacuum system.
The Lime event that attaches to the trucks.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're not concerned about it malfunctioning?
I guess we gotta hear what the building inspector says about the code. He seems to think that we don't have to have it anymore, so we could just condemn the system and not use it anymore because of the new exhaust system.
Okay,
But if that's not the case, then we'll have to worry about getting it fixed.
yeah.
No matter what, the building is going to need some type of CO monitoring in there because you have dwelling units or sleeping quarters or dormitories. So there is going to need to be some type of CO monitoring or detection system in there.
it does seem important to have, so. You're on it, Chris? You'll give him a call again?
Talked to him today. He's the same building inspector that you have.
All right. Is there any help we can offer in pushing him?
You're making that you want it too.
All right,
Two-pronged attack.
Huh?
we can do that.
Two-pronged attack.
That's
Yeah.
right. All right, chief's report. I did bring some copies in case it didn't make it to you all. but- Okay,
All right, we're sitting at 44 staff. That's 12 officers, 3 driver operators, 25 firefighters, and 4 probationary members. I'm currently at 182 calls for the year. If that continues, it would come out to about 386 calls. It's slowly been dropping month to month. So I'm hoping it gets back to like where it would normally be by the end of the year. Breakdown on the calls is 23 mutual aid, 76 in the village, 40 in Pleasant Springs, and 43 in the town of Cottage Grove. Apparatus info, the new squad began construction. They're still estimating mid-September for a completion date. The new mobile radios were installed in the fishbowl and apparatus bay. They're all set up. Training for me was hot drills in the hydrant area, so members hooked up to hydrant, simulated fire attack on structure fires. June, we're going to do water fights, kind of like as a team building and wait on wine from the festival. And that training is tomorrow at 6:30. Department added 1 new member in June, but they found out that they're currently in their last year of college. They thought they were going to have more time than they did. So they actually decided to wait on joining. So staff milestones, Joseph Baker with 3 years and Brandon Fritsch with 19 years.
any questions for Chief on his report? All right, moving right along. Election of officers. Last time we elected Chris Stowa as vice, but it needs to be in the town. So we're looking for a vice chairperson from the town.
I nominate Steve Anders.
Second.
All right, motion and a second for Steve Anders to be vice chair.
That was planned.
You're the only one that's left, for God's sake.
Okay.
All those in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstain? Okay, then we have agenda items for next meeting. We have the
Landfill on the 29th.
landfill on the 29th. So makes sense to have fire that same night, right?
Yeah. One at 6 and one at 6:30 generally.
July, anybody have any issues with July 29th? I will not be here, but I will make sure the agenda is ready. And as our new vice chair, would you be willing to lead the meeting?
I thought it was supposed to be just a figure.
Thank you.
What?
That was not planned.
It wasn't, yeah.
Sure, got 3 of them in on it now.
I was not.
What do we have for agenda items?
Usual, the CO
Usual stuff.
detector
Yep,
issue,
COD.
Chief
the
report,
saga.
Minutes
Any festival stuff you want to talk
Comes
about
up
by then?
in between now
I
and
mean,
then.
we can briefly talk about it, I guess, but yeah, that's fine. You can put stuff on there for that.
Festival update? And Chris, I'm going to put upgrade of the ESB wireless and internet network based on that was what the quote was for, right?
Yeah,
For the bill. Okay. Anything else? All right.
motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
right, all those in favor, non-debatable, say aye. All right, thanks, guys. That's a quick in and out, wasn't
Nice. Oh, nice.
it? Right?
Yeah, no one's updated. Okay. 16 days.
Just kidding.
Oh, amended June 24th at 8:43 AM.
I was very patient.
Got 90 calls.